Do diets really work? Let's talk about it today on Mr. Nurse. Welcome to Mr. Nurse. Today we're going to be talking about diets and how they're designed to fail. Most of us at least one point in our life have tried a diet, and the results usually are good for the short term, but for the long term, most of us gain the weight back and actually add a few pounds to the weight that we had lost in the first place. Now, why is it that diets don't work? It's simple. Evolution. Blame it on your ancestors. Throughout human evolution, having an excessive amount of food hasn't really been a problem. We've actually had sparse amounts of food, so your body has adapted to maintaining a certain weight, a certain metabolism, and certain behaviors that you cannot control. So to better understand this, let's start off with how your body works. There's a magic number called the set point, which is set not by you, but by your brain, and specifically your hypothalamus. That's right, hypothalamus. It's hot. That's my hypothalamus working. Hypothalamus. So what your hypothalamus does, it regulates your weight by setting it at a set point, hypothalamus. So the set point is a magic weight that your brain knows to maintain within. Now it's not a true set point. It can fluctuate within a range of 15 pounds. So for me, my set weight is 165. I usually go between 5 to 10 pounds below that or 5 to 10 pounds above that. But it wasn't always 165. For most of my life, it's been between 150 and 155. So why did my set point change? Simple. I kept on eating. I kept on providing my body with so much calories that it changed the set point. It made a new set point. And this is the problem with dieting. So for this example, I'm gonna use me and my set weight. Now I can diet and get my weight down to about 150, 155, but that comes at a cost. So when you lose all that weight, your body goes into panic mode. It thinks that it's starving. So what it'll do is slow down your metabolism. So if you watched my macros video, I explained what your body needs as far as calories on a daily basis. Hypothalamus. But when you go into starvation mode, your body changes that number. So what it'll do will slow down your metabolism, hypothalamus. So now it may decrease it by 400 to 800 calories on top of everything else that you're losing. So it's actually making it a lot harder for you to lose weight, hypothalamus. Even though mentally you may be telling your body that you need to lose weight, your brain's doing the opposite. Your brain's telling your body that it needs to save as much energy as possible to survive, hypothalamus. So can you lower your set weight? In most cases, no. You may diet and get your body weight down by a significant amount, but studies have shown in 5 years, you will gain that weight back, hypothalamus. And you'll have a 40% chance of gaining more, hypothalamus. So what does this mean? It means dieting is setting you up for failure, hypothalamus. And actually, it's gonna make things worse. By dieting alone, you're more likely to be heavier in the long run than thinner, hypothalamus. So what can you do? What you have to do is, instead of dieting, make healthy modifications. So in other words, you may not be able to lose all that weight, but what you can do is make yourself healthier. And how do you make yourself healthier? Be mindful of what you eat. Learn to listen to your body. Eat when you're hungry, because there's two different types of eaters out there. There's people that eat when they're hungry, and then there's people that try to control what they're eating. And when you're dieting, you're trying to control everything that you're eating. Oh, my pizza's here. Hypothalamus. By trying to control everything that you're eating, you're setting yourself up for failure. Because once things are out of your control and you're hungry, you're just gonna eat anything. Try to make things as simple as possible. Portion control is one way. Listening to your body when it's hungry. Second thing you can do is add some activity. I was never really a fan of the Fitbit, but I got to admit, it's got a lot more people out of their seats and actually walking. Just adding a little bit of extra activity with the same amount of calories coming in will help you adjust, will help you lower your weight, hypothalamus. You're more likely to be healthier, and the goal should be healthier. Being thinner isn't always the healthier choice. Hypothalamus. And activity will also help you build muscle, which can take in place of fat. So even though you may weigh the same, you may lose a lot more fat. Hypothalamus. And last but not least, by being mindful of what you eat and having some activity and making the healthy choices, instead of only eating certain things and starving yourself, your body stays in a happy state. In which cases, you're more likely to burn fat, be healthier, and live a longer life. So again, diets don't work. Hypothalamus. They are a temporary solution. If you need to get into that dress, fine, diet a little bit. But I need to diet. Oh my God, I need to get into that dress. But if you're planning to live a healthier life, forget the diet. Hypothalamus. Modify the way you live day to day. Hypothalamus. And make it simple. Hypothalamus. Add walking. Eat when you're hungry, not when the time tells you that you should eat. So if you're not hungry at lunch, eat your lunch a little later. Hypothalamus. And if you're feeling full, take a walk. These are things that you can do to be healthier. And to show this point, I'm actually going to be starting a new series with my mother, who is 50 plus, works 2 jobs, and like most of you, doesn't have time to always make the right decisions. Hypothalamus. Now if she can do it, you have no excuses. Hypothalamus. Until we meet again, I'm Mr. Nurse. Don't forget to subscribe, cover your mouth, wash your hands, don't believe everything on Facebook, do good, be good, and I'm out. Hypothalamus. And a special shout out to Punch Energy for sending me out samples of their product. Now this is a natural energy source that you can supplement in for your pre-workout. I'm gonna be testing this with my mom. And let's see how she likes it.